Boston Bruce here, Operation GoldenEye, turned 14.3, Japan. Matter of fact, I still got my turn marker on 13, January 1943. Here's my income chart. You guys want to take a look. With the Germans, I include the Vichy. So that includes their Vichy. And as far as the UK, I think I got them at 27, and that for me includes Belgium and the Netherlands, Suriname. My tech shots, I believe it's up to date. If something's off, you can let me know. Current bonuses for people. Great Britain has none. Anzacs, Far East Command, none. Soviet Union has Moscow and Stalingrad. CCP has their adjacent territory. Burma Road ain't open. I lost Hawaii. And I lost Kwangtung. And let's see, they got Romania, Sweden, still for the Germans. The Italians have Gibraltar and the Suez. All right, we're going to get to it. Tech rolls. I'm going for advanced artillery and radar, and they're both currently at stage 1. So let's see what we can do. A 7 and an 11. Ooh, 7-11. That's a winner. I hope I roll a lot of 7s. No 7s. I just like to roll 11s. Don't want to roll 7s this weekend in Vegas. All right, purchases. Japan has $71. They're going to spend it all. They're going to start 10 light cruisers for $30. They're going to spend $8 over in India for 2 cavalry, an upgrade going in Punjab, an artillery, and an infantry for another 7. Militia, which is going in Siam. Then at $10, I'm going to start a fortification in Nanking, and I'm going to buy 3 militia going in Shantung, Hunan, and Nanking. I'm going to buy 2 cavalry for Rihe for 6, a mountain and a marine infantry going in Kyushu. All right, we're going to get to our combat. First combat move. They're all going to require some... I'm going to get this cash off the table here before I make a mess. All right. This, I believe you don't get a shot at me, so that's why I'm going to drop some mines over here. Over here, we're going to attack 3 battleships and 2 transports. We're going to bring in a coastal sub and a regular sub. So I'm going to put those on the battle board. Regular sub, coastal sub. He's got 3 battleships. Two transports. They get a shot at 1. They can hit subs. But they have to be taken as casualties last. So, from C-Zone, where's my pointer? Here it is. All right, here we go. From C-Zone 87, off this task force card, marker, task force marker. I'm going to bring 3 light cruisers and 2 battle cruisers. Heavy cruisers. So, 2 heavy cruisers, 3 light cruisers. I'm going to bring 1 fighter from Eastern Egypt. He's going to go into 82, 83, into 119. I also have to get some fuel gauges here. So that plane's going to have, he went 1, 2, 3. He's got 2 left. From over here in C-Zone 87, I am going to bring a tactical bomber. It's going to go 1 into 86, 2 into 85, 3 into 119. He's also going to have a movement of 2 left on him. That's at that battle. Over here in India, I am going to attack Haryana, which is right here, and it is a desert. The rondel is actually in the desert. So he's going to have 1 cavalry and 1 infantry over there, coming in with a artillery and an infantry from Benares, a fighter 1-2 from Calcutta, also we're going to pick up an airborne with this transport, and it's going to go 1, 2 into Haryana with an airborne. And we're also bringing a cavalry out of Calcutta. It's going to go 1 into southern India, 2 into Haryana. So that's what's going into Haryana. 1 infantry, 1 artillery, 1 airborne, and 1 cavalry, and a fighter. All right, we're also attacking Maharashtra. Into Maharashtra, we are bringing 1 infantry, 1 marine, and 1 artillery. One, 2, 3. Yeah, that should be good. Just a little worried if I ain't got quite enough to take that militia out if I get real bad luck. But I think I'll be all right. All right. I was going into Ceylon, but I changed my mind. All right. Going into Suyan up here. To fight 1 militia is going to be 1 cavalry from Ree, 1 infantry, and 1 artillery, and 1 motorized. Actually, I'm going to leave a regular infantry back. Yeah, I'm just going to do it like that. That's good. All right. Going into Kwantung. I'm going to take 4 battleships. I'm going to move from C-Zone 56. And they're going to go 1 into 65, 2 into 55, 3 into 89. And the other 2 are on the task force card. So that gives us 4. This transport here in C-Zone 38 is going to come down, picking up this mountain on the way. Going to drop him off in Kwangtung, along with this Marine from Nanking. This airborne from Korea is going to go 1, 2, 3 into he actually has 6 left. Let me just put that 6 over there. Also, one more transport is going to come down. And he is going to bring one mountain from Peking. And one infantry from, nah, I don't want that guy. One infantry from, actually not a mountain infantry, from Peking. So I'll be 3 mountain infantry, an airborne, along with a Marine. Also coming from Korea is going to be a fighter and a tactical bomber. And they're going to go 1, 2, 3 into Kwangtung. And they'll actually have 3 left. So, that are all my combat moves. Let's see if I want to do anything over here. Yeah, I'm going to try and convoy raid the the English on that line. All right, here we go. First battle. So I'm going to roll for these subs up here. And he gets a shot at 2 if I miss. So I'm going to convoy raid C-Zone 79. Red dice attacker, white dice defender. Nothing comes off. And he gets a shot. And that's cocked, but I'm going to say it's cocked. It's not really cocked, but we'll roll it again. 12. All right. So we didn't do nothing there. We're going to convoy raid, lay mines over here. So, I believe that's +3 for him and nothing for me. And so nothing again. That would have been a nice combat. That would have been a nice wartime economy roll. All right. So, let's do some combat. Alrighty, I only have 1 plane there? I got 2 planes, okay. Alright, let's do Haryana first. Actually, we're going to do Maharashtra. He's got 1 militia defending at 2. I should put mine on the board just to get it correct. I'm going to put them on the board. I don't want to make a mistake. So, he's going to have a militia defending at 2. And I am going to have let's see here. I'm going to put my boats up there. That's the next battle. Alright, so I got 1 Marine, 1 infantry, and an artillery. So, alright, that's what it looks like. 1 at 2, 2 at 3, 1 at 6. And I get a first strike. So, first strike at 3 with my artillery. And that's an 8. Then I get 1 at 2. And that's a miss. 1 at 3. And that's a hit for my Marine. artillery supported Marine. The militia fires back at 2, and it's an 11. So, no damage for us. He loses his militia. We take it with a Marine, an infantry, and an artillery. And we take Maharashtra, which is we're at 1. So the Japanese go up to 52. The Far East Command goes down to 3. All right, next battle, Haryana, which is a desert. And he's got a cavalry and an infantry. Double check. I don't think the desert does anything except for vehicles. And I have a cavalry, which is considered vehicle. The desert, -1 for all attack for all land units. Vehicles retreat on 12. Okay. So -1 all land units. So that's attacking though, or is that defending too? -1 attack for all land units. Okay. So I have 1 airborne, which would normally get boosted up to a 3, so he goes down to a 2. And we'll go on to a 1 after. An artillery and an infantry. So artillery supported infantry would be at 3. They both go down to 2. Cavalry would be at 3. He goes down to 2. And a fighter at 6. Going against a cavalry and an infantry. Let me double check. Airborne at 3 down to 2. Cavalry at 3 down to 2. Artillery support infantry at 3 down to 2. Same thing with artillery, and a fighter stays at 6. So I got 1 first strike at 2. And 3 other ones at 2. So the yellow dice is my artillery, and the blue dice are the other units. And that looks like a bunch of nothing. Okay. And we got a fighter at 6. And we got a hit, thank the Lord. So I'm sure he'll take his infantry first. His infantry defends at 2. And that is a 9. I'm at the cavalry. Infantry at 4. And that's a 1. So I'll lose a... I just bought a couple. Yeah. I'll lose the cavalry. I didn't notice if it was a 12, so... Hopefully it wasn't. So he's down to 1 infantry, and I'm down to 1 on the airborne. Actually, you know what? I'm going to lose the airborne. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm going to keep the airborne. Airborne's at 1. So it's a 5. 2 at 2. Ooh, 2 2s. Okay. I'll roll the fighter. And that's a 1. An infantry at 4. And he got another hit. So I will lose an airborne. And I take that territory, which is worth 1 for Haryana. So the Japanese will go up another $1 to 53. FCC down to 2. I believe that's what Malaya's worth. That's all they have left. That's worth anything. All right. So we take that with an artillery and an infantry. I'll put that fighter on the board. All right. Let's get to the naval battle. I'll put this transport over here. I have to land after. All right, let's do our naval battle. We get it on the board. Coastal sub, regular sub, 3 light cruisers, a fighter, attack bomber, 2 heavy cruisers. All right. So we got a coastal sub at 2, and it's a first strike. That's a 12. We got a regular sub at 3, and that's a 1. That's a first strike. I'm sure he'll take a hit on his battleship. He has to. So he has 1 damaged battleship already. That's a first strike, so it's automatically there. All right, 3 light cruisers at 5. And no hits. 2 heavy cruisers and a fighter at 6. And we got 1 hit. Not doing too good here. He'll take a hit on his other battleship. And we get a tactical bomber at 7. And that's a miss. That wasn't too good. All right, so he's got 2 not attack transports, but he can hit my subs. Yeah, Jesus. All right, I'll lose a coastal sub. All right, now he's got a wounded battleship at 6. And that's a miss. And he's got 2 regular battleships at 8. And that's 2 hits. So I'll lose my other sub and a light cruiser. And this battle is not going well already. Alright, so I've got 2 light cruisers at 5. 1 hit. Alright. So that one's already here. So he'll take his last hit here. That's 1 hit. Okay. But he defends at 8 still. But he is damaged now. Oh boy, I'm having a brain freeze. So I just rolled for what? My 2 light cruisers. Yeah. All right, now I'm going to roll for my 3 heavy cruisers and my 2 heavy cruisers and a fighter. So 2 more hits. So 1, 2. And now he has 1. I have a tactical bomber at 7. And that's a hit. And so I believe that's where he's at. So he'll get 2 at 1 again. 2 misses. Thank you. 2 at 6. 1 hit. And 1 at 8. Oop. 3. So 2 hits. I'll lose my 2 light cruisers. And his transports go to the bottom of the sea. And the dice went rolling, took out Panama. That might be a good sign. Oh, you know what I did wrong? Oh, here we go. Because I should have did the Americans instead. I wanted to do the Americans. I wanted to convoy raid them. They don't have radar. All right. Or sub-warfare yet. All right, so we took that battle. We have 2 surviving light cruisers. And a fighter. And a tactical bomber sitting in that sea zone. With movement of 2 left. All right. And we sank 3 battleships, so I hope I did that battle right. I kind of had a brain fart in the middle of it. If it's messed up, I'm sure Pete and Global War and everyone else can straighten it out with PBE. Okay, we're going to go into Suiyan here, into a mountain with a militia there, all alone, I hope. Defending at 2. I got 4 little units coming in there, nothing big. So, I got a cavalry getting down to 2. Motorized infantry down to 1. Artillery down to 2. And an infantry down to 2. I didn't bring any planes, did I? I wonder if they'll mind me bringing a plane. Yeah, I won't. I should have did it before. I feel guilty if I do. All right, I got first strike at 2. Hit. All right, that's it. I guess I didn't need the plane. All right, Suyan's worth $1. $1. We'll take it with a motorized, a cavalry, an infantry, and an artillery. All right. Next battle. Kwang Tung. He has 2 mountain and a regular infantry. What the heck? I put anything else on here? I better take it. I put a trip there already. All right. So he's got an infantry. And 2 mountains. So he's got 2 at 5, 1 at 4. All right. I got 4 bombards. I got an infantry. I only got 1 marine here, so this could be cashed. Depends what happens here. All right, we got an airborne at 3, gets knocked down to 1. We got 3 mountain infantry, they stay at 2. And a marine who drops down to 1, I guess. Yeah, going into the mountain. I've also got a fighter and a tactical bomber coming out of Korea. Hopefully these planes shoot good. And that's it. So, I got 4 bombardment shots. Looking for 4s or less. 1, 2. So we got 2. 2, I wouldn't call that one cock because it's 1, 2, 4. So I'll take 2 hits. He'll lose an infantry and a regular mountain. So leaves him with 1 unit. I'm going to roll for my marine. I got an 11. I got an airborne and 3 mountain infantry. So looking for 2s. And I got a 1. So that's his last unit. Defense at 5. And he got a 7. All right, no hits. So we take Shang Tung, which is worth 2 for the Japanese, to bring us back up to 56. Put the KMT down to 3. We'll take that with 1 Marine, 1 Airborne, and 3 mountain, 2 mountain, 3 mountain. Yeah, 3 mountain infantry. All right, make it a little tougher if he wants to come in there. All right, I believe that's all our combat moves. So non-combat. All right, non-combat. This fighter that's on in C Zone 87. I had a pointer and I lost it again. That's in C Zone 87 is going to go. Oh, that's right. I didn't need to do that. But anyway, we're going to do it this way. It's going to go 1 into 86, 2 into 85, 3 into 83, 4 into 82, and 5, and land in eastern Egypt. These 2 light carriers in C Zone 87 are going to go 1 to 86, 2 to 85, 3 to 83, 4 to 82. The fighter and the tactical bomber that were in the battle in 119 have movement of 2 left. They're going to land on the 2 light carriers in C Zone 82. All right. So that takes care of those boys. I don't need that no more. Look at that mess. All right, this transport plane will land back in Calcutta. This transport in C Zone 87 is going to strategically naval move 2 infantry. It's going to go over here. It's going to pick up 1 from southern India and 1 from Calcutta. And it's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and drop 2 infantry off in eastern Egypt. This destroyer in C Zone 87 is going to go 1, 2, pick up this Marine in southern India, 3, 4, and land in eastern Egypt. All right, what else we got? All right, this strategic bomber which dropped the airborne off over here, was 1, 2, 3, lands back in Korea. The fighter and the tactical bomber that went into Kwangtung that came from Korea went 1 into 54, 2 into 89, 3 into Kwangtung. They can easily make it back to Korea. This fighter, I believe it came out of Calcutta, has movement of 2 left. It's going to land in southern India. All right. Up here, I got 2 transports I didn't use. And they're going to drop off 3 infantry in Primorsky. This light carrier is going to move up. Let's see, I got 1, 2, 3 there. Actually, that fighter is going to land in Korea. So I'm going to take it off and put a chip underneath this one over here. I'm going to take 2 light cruisers. And I'm going to put 1 in 60 and 1 in 66. So, let's see, that leaves me with 2 light cruisers up in that other pile. So, let me get a couple chips. I'm going to take these 2 right here. I'm just going to stick them underneath this other pile here. That way I can take these 2 off. And I can put 1 over here in wake. What else am I going to do? I'm going to take this one off here and put the chip on the pile. Put that pile under that pile. And actually, that move I made before, I'm taking that off. I'm going to take that light, fighter back out of Korea. Put him back on the carrier. There's something else I want to do with him. He's going to come up 1, 2 into C zone 59. And I believe that is it. I believe that's all my non-combat moves. Yep, I believe that's it. So, place units. I'm going to start 10 light cruisers. Just for fun. I like light cruisers. All right, down in India, Calcutta, I'm going to put 2 cavalry and an infantry and an artillery. We are also upgrading the militia in Punjab. I'm putting a militia in Siam. Putting 3 militia in China over here, 1 each in Shantung, Hunan, and Nanking. God, I hate this part. It's just so hard to pick these units up without knocking them over. Alrighty. Also, a construction marker for the fortification. I'll put that on the board too. Over here. Alright, in Rihi, I'm going to put 2 cavalry. And in Kyushu, 1 mountain infantry and 1 marine. And I believe that's it. We'll go to collect income. And I'll go over a few things. My unit placement and stuff. And I'm actually taking these right out of this task marker. Put them back up here. So, where we're at. Alright, I have myself at $56 in income. We took Kwang Tung back. So, 56 plus 4 in bonuses in China, which is 60. 64, Java and Borneo. 66 with the Philippines. 67 with Wake. 69 with the Solomon Islands. So, we have $70. Wartime income. Well, I can't do worse than last time. I had snake eyes. 6. Not that good. $76 for next turn for the Japanese. All right, I'm going to go over my units on the board. I'm going to grab my money before I forget. 5, 6, 24, 5, 6, 76. $76. Should have been better. I wish I had some wartime income, better rolls. Alrighty, so units. In C-Zone 79, I have a lone sub. In India, I have a fighter, 2 infantry, a marine, a destroyer in C-Zone 82, along with a transport, 2 light carriers, a fighter, and a tactical bomber. In India, Maharashtra, Marine Infantry Artillery, Punjab Infantry, Haryana Infantry. Wait a minute. Sorry, madman. In Egypt, Eastern Egypt, 2 infantry, 1 marine, 1 fighter, destroyer, transport, 2 light carriers, tactical bomber, and a fighter. C-Zone 119, I have 2 heavy cruisers. In Maharashtra, I have an infantry, an artillery and a marine. In Punjab, an infantry. In Haryana, I have an artillery and an infantry. In southern India, I have a fighter. In Calcutta, I have 2 militia, 2 cavalry, 1 infantry, 1 artillery, and a transport. In Siam, I have a lone militia. In C-Zone 134, I have a light cruiser. In Kwangtung, I have 1 airborne, 1 marine, and 3 mountain infantry. In Hunan, 2 militia. Nanking, 2 militia and a fortification under construction. Shantung, 2 militia. Hopei, 1 militia. Suyan, 1 cavalry, 1 infantry, 1 motorized, and an artillery. Peking, 3 artillery, 1 mountain, and 6 infantry. In Rihe, 1 militia, 3 infantry, 2 cavalry. Western Manchuria, 1 militia. Northern Manchuria, 1 militia. Amur, 1 infantry. I didn't buy one over there. I was going to buy one. Okay. Eastern Manchuria, 4 infantry. In Korea, a fighter, a tactical, a militia, and a strat bomber. In Permersky, 1 mountain infantry, 3 cavalry, 2 artillery, and 6 regular infantry. In C-Zone 38, I have 2 transports and a destroyer. C-Zone 89, 4 battleships and 2 transports. In C-Zone 66, 60, 58, 40, I have light cruisers, 1 each. 56, a torpedo boat destroyer. 39, light carrier with a fighter. C-Zone 56, I have 1 destroyer, 1 battle cruiser, 1 heavy cruiser. Here's a light carrier with a attack bomber. There's nothing on this card anymore. A regular carrier with a attack bomber. A fleet carrier with 2 attack bombers. C-Zone 59, I have a light carrier with a fighter. And I also have uh, 10, 16, 25, no, wait a minute. 10, 16, 21 light cruisers in C-Zone 56. All right. I believe I went over everything. Now that I look, there's a couple things I might want to change, but I believe that's it. We're good. And I'll be turning it over to Panzer J. Turned 14.4 for the British Commonwealth and 14.5 for the Free French. This is Boston Bruce, headed to Las Vegas. Try my luck with real dice. Hopefully I can do better than 2 for wartime economy. Looking forward to my next turn when I get back. Hope everyone has a great weekend.